Hi everyone, this is Usha Pandit, your Mind Springs English teacher. Today I have got you a lesson on positive and negative words, and I am going to do some of it in Hindi. So all those who want it in Hindi, stay tuned in and watch. All the words have been taken from my new book, Writing with Ease. It's a new improved book. So get it because it's got some fabulous stuff for creative writing, okay, and vocabulary of course. So let's begin. So the first word I have here are the positive words. I've got 10 words for you, and the first word I have is adept. So adept in Hindi is nipun, okay. Adept means someone who is very good at something, someone who is capable of things. So to be adept at, let us say, computer skills, or to be adept at working with children. Any of these, when you use it like that, it means that the person is capable and can do great stuff, has great qualifications, has great experience, and is a very successful professional, adept, okay. The next one, number 2, you have analytical. Analytical is the quality of the mind. Analytical in Hindi is vishleshantmak, which means that you can analyze, you can look at something and you can break it up into its components. We analyze all the time. We actually analyze people. When we look at them, we look at their clothes and we look at their shoes and we decide whether that person is from a particular social status, don't we? You can also analyze a poem and decide why it is good or why it's bad, and that is an analytical skill. Analysis is done of numbers all the time in businesses, so the analytical skills of a person allows him to understand. So that is what we have when we say analytical. Okay? The third word is dedicated. Dedicated का मतलब है समर्पित. जो समर्पित है वो बिल्कुल अपने पूरे तन मन से काम करेगा. He is a dedicated student. What does this mean? It means he is a student who works hard. He is a student who will not bunk his classes. He is a student who will not just study for the sake of studying. He is dedicated. You can be a dedicated professional. You can be a dedicated teacher, a dedicated doctor. A dedicated doctor is not going to see कितने पैसे बनाने हैं. He is going to look at, am I going to improve the health of my patients? Dedicated. The fourth word I've got is articulate. That is a quality everybody wants. Everyone wants to be articulate in the language they speak. Whether it's English or Hindi, you want to be articulate. So what does articulate mean? Articulate is spasht बोलना, जिसके जो उच्चार है या जिसके जो words है, that all those flow beautifully, and spasht है, उसका जो language है वो spasht है, articulate, okay, and everyone wants articulation. You have to hear very carefully and then you have to say it a lot of times to be articulate. The next word I have is erudite. Erudite is a quality of scholarship. So जो vaigyanik है, जो gyani है, उसको हम लोग erudite कहते हैं. Erudite meaning a person who is well read, a person who is an expert at something, a person who has a lot of knowledge is an erudite person. The next word I have is courageous. That's a simple, easy word. The quality of courage. The quality of courage is to dare. जो जिसमें साहस है, okay? So जो sahasik है, उसे हम कहते हैं courageous. A courageous के लिए a brave person. There are a whole lot of synonyms that also you will find in my book. But courageous is a nice word. The quality of courage shows strength, shows will, and the quality of courage is a part of character because you take risks. The next word I have is creative. Now everybody also wants to be creative. Creativity is a 21st century skill. So creative does not always have to be a painter or an artist or a dancer, the fine arts people, but you can be creative in anything. You can have very creative solutions that you give to problems. Creative मतलब हट के होना है, आपका जो सोच है it has to be out of the box. मतलब जो हमेशा सोचते हैं वही नहीं सोचना है, कुछ अलग ढंग से सोचना है. Then your problems get solved, because otherwise you are going in a circle with your problems. So creative solutions are given by people who are creative. rachnatmak, जो रचना करते हैं problems के solutions का. So that is your creative. The next word I have is gregarious. So if someone says he's a gregarious person, it means he loves to be in social company. The word gregarious comes from the word greg, which means cattle, greg. So cattle are always together. So a person who loves to be in the company of other people is a gregarious person. A party goer, a social person is जो सामाजिक, जो सुsamajik है, right? जो समाज के साथ रहना चाहता है, we call them gregarious. The next word, positive word, is witty. Now witty, wit is a quality of humor. Humor मतलब जो हंसाता है सबको, right? So you have a sense of humor means you are a person बहुत ही रंगीला आदमी है, सबको हंसाता है, very very sharp. Abhi, if you are a witty person, you have to be very sharp in your intellect, because then when somebody says something, you give it back. People who make jokes, people who draw cartoons, people who say something very funny in a crowd, witty. Okay, in जो parihas yukt है, जिसमें वो युक्ति है, जो सरस है, those kind of people are called witty people, and everybody enjoys their company because they make them laugh. Of course, you can also be witty in a very cruel way. Okay, sometimes if you're witty, then you are making fun of somebody, and that's not a very good thing. Although people laugh, it's a very cruel laughter. So ye bhi is something that you should know about being witty. The other one we've got, the last one actually in the positive words, is compassionate. Compassionate is dayalu. ये जो quality है दया की is something that everybody in this world today needs very very badly. What we need more than knowledge is compassion. What we need more than success in the material field is to be able to make sure that people who are dying, people who are poor, are not made to suffer. So dayalu ya kripalu, that kind of people are compassionate people. So those are the 10 beautiful positive words that we did. Now if you are still there, let's go to the negative words. Sometimes people think negative words are more interesting. So I'm sure you want to know what they are. So let's take the first word, it's apathetic. So you have pathos, pathetic. Pathetic means it's not the same as apathetic, okay? So apathy means you are indifferent. Apathy means you do not care. You see a lot of poverty, you see a lot of suffering, and it doesn't bother you. You go and eat your 5-star meal, and then you go home and you watch a movie, and you don't even think about those people. You are apathetic. Okay? And the word for in Hindi for it is nitur, right? That's the word for apathetic. The word arrogant. You don't want people who are arrogant. You want people who are proud of what they have achieved, but you do not want people who are arrogant and push it in your face. They do not want people who are, you do not want people who are arrogant, who are cutting you down to size and making you feel small. So those are the qualities of people who are arrogant, and इसे कहते हैं हिंदी में abhimani. स्वाभिमानी नहीं, that is a good quality. Abhimani is where you think that you are the sun and the stars and everything else. Arrogant. The next word I have is envious. Envious का मतलब है ईर्षा. Envy is not a very good quality because you are always looking at other people and feeling jealous. Envy is it eats into you, envy. If you are envious of your neighbor, then you are looking at what is his car like, what kind of clothes is he wearing, where does he go, and what does he eat, and you are constantly in somebody else's life and you're feeling bad about it. See? And you're feeling miserable because there is nothing you can do about it at this point in time. So envy is a wasteful and negative emotion. An envious person is not a person who has good things to say about anybody. Envy, ersha. The next word, cantankerous. Cantankerous. Cantankerous is a person who's very short-tempered. Naak pe gussa hai. Jagdalu. Right? Ladaku. These kind of people are, you're always afraid to talk to them because they are cantankerous. You never know when they are in a terrible mood and they snap at you. Cantankerous people. The next one I have is devious. Devious is chalak. People who may smile and smile and smile and still be a villain. A devious person will not on your face show you anything negative, but he is a person who will plan and plot and make sure that he brings you down. Devious. The next one I have is paranoid. Some people are just paranoid. Paranoid is coming out of fear, okay? जो भयभीत है, in a way in which they are obsessive. Obsessive मतलब मनोग्रस्त, जिसकी जो एक condition है कि उनको लगता है that everyone is after them, कि सब लोग हानि पहुंचाना चाहते हैं. That kind of person is called a paranoid person. Paranoid people are mentally a little unstable because they don't see the world in a healthy way. They're seeing everything as attacking them. Paranoid. The next one I've got is pessimistic. Now there are people who look at the bright side of things and there are people who look at the dark side, isn't it? So they say that a man standing behind, two men standing behind bars looked out of the window. One saw mud and the other saw stars. So that's the optimist and pessimist. The pessimist will always see the mud, and pessimistic people are jo nirashawadi hai. They do not have any hope. That sort of person is pessimistic. The next one I've got is timid. Timid होते हैं बुजदिल या होते हैं शर्मीले, both. So a timid person might either be someone who's feeling shy and who doesn't really talk to everybody, and he's the quietest person in the group, will not talk until you talk to him. Timid, will wonder whether he will be able to do it or not, will never come forward and offer to do anything. A timid person. तो वो शर्मीलापन है. And the other is bujdil. If you might also say he's timid, means not really very a good quality, because you're saying the person has no motivation, the person is not proactive, does not do anything, is frightened of doing something. So that when the fear factor comes in, so two things are there, fear and shyness. Both can be used for timid people. And the last one I have is incompetent. Nobody likes incompetent people. जिसको कोई क्षमता ही नहीं है, जो अक्षम है या जो अयोगी है, that sort of people who do not deserve anything, they are incompetent. Incompetent means you don't get your work done. Incompetent means you don't know how to do and you don't ask for help. There can be many things. Incompetence is when something has not been done successfully by people who have not bothered to either learn or to do. So that can be many things, but at the end of the day, a yogi hai, that sort of person we call incompetent. So today I have given you just 10 positive and 10 negative words. But in the book Writing with Ease, there are several, maybe there are 50 or 60 words like this that you will be able to use in your English and impress people, get better marks and be a better speaker and writer. So do go to our website www.mindsprings.in, buy our book. You can also buy it at amazon.in. You must subscribe to our channel, so press the bell notification and do write your comments in the box to tell me whether you like this video and you would like me to do more of such videos. So till we meet again, keep smiling.